Fellas, if you could each take this. I mean, the offense did its job, scored some points. Defense couldn't quite get it done. Just not blaming them, but how frustrating is it to have to keep going out there and try to equal, Florida jumping ahead of you?
As a group, we might just have to do more. And, there were some drives we could have extended, some things we could have done better to help them out, So we try to play complementary football. It's not just the defense. There's a lot of other plays throughout the game. But, we're going to get better. We know what we need to get better at, and we're just going to keep working.
Spencer, what did you see or what happened on the interception at the end of the game?
Trying to make a play.
Spencer, on the two drives, the one before halftime and then the one right at the end there, right after Florida cuts it to a field goal there, it just seemed like the offense bogged down in situational stuff. How frustrating is that to not have the situational football click the way it needs to at times to kind of really take advantage of some opportunities to put games away?
Yeah. We could have been better, obviously, but I think we ended up with a field goal right out of half. Am I wrong? Could have scored there. Credit to Florida. They played a good game on that, did some good stuff on that drive and held us up on a few drives. So credit to them. It's a lot of good athletes on that team, great defensive coordinator, good head coach, and credit to them.
Juju, 2 touchdowns today. First 5 games, maybe you're a little quiet. Some other guys getting the ball. Just was it a conscious effort in practice to get you the ball more this week?
Nah, it's pretty much the same game plan as it is every week, going in every week. I was more conscious coming off the off week with my role, trying to be more precise and helping the team, but it was the same thing that we do every other week. We just went out there and played ball.
Mm-hmm. Spencer, how do you guys keep together, knowing 2 road games coming up? How do you keep things going? And also, what did you see from they made a lot of changes on the offensive line. How do you think those guys played today?
I'll start with the offensive line. They did a great job today. Amazing job. I love the changes, we made, putting Vershawn at right tackle and Nick at center. I think it's awesome. They did a great job. I'm sure you can attest to that. Great in the run game. We were great in the passing game. All because of them. So credit to them. And then, 2 tough road games coming up. We'll see what we're about. If we're going to go in there and fold or we're going to go in there and fight. So knowing our character, knowing our team, we're going to go in there and fight. So we got to get better, and we're going to grind each and every day.
Kind of looking at something a little bit more lighthearted from today's game, tell me what you guys saw and thought immediately when you saw Mario's hurdle for that touchdown.
I was just ecstatic, that really shined a light on our day, especially what our Coach Mo, had been emphasizing, doing a better job of making plays when he throws us the ball out of the backfield to better help the team, not just being one-dimensional in the run game. So I was ecstatic for him, and I was just calling him Super Mario before the play. I told him to go get in the box, and he did that, so proud of him for that.
Spencer, another game. Trey Knox led the team in targets and had a pretty solid game. What have you seen from him? What's your connection been like over these last couple of games and his role kind of expanding in the offense?
Yeah, just an experienced player. Very high IQ guy, always in the right spot, works his tail off every week, working through injuries, and he's just reliable. You need a tight end like that, he'll step up. Credit to Josh Simon, too, today. He made some good plays. But, yeah, those 2 guys, starting with Trey, great players.
Spencer, you got Nick on that. Sorry, over here. You got Nick on that long shot early on. Just, what went into that play? What did you see from him making, longest catch of his career so far?
Yeah, I'm happy for him. I told him, if you're one-on-one, I'm going to throw it up. And honestly, it wasn't a great ball. Kind of came out of my hand weird. But he made a great play, fought for the ball. That's what you love to see, especially from a young guy who hasn't gotten that experience yet. So I know his confidence. I know he's happy. Just got to keep working with him.
Okay. Go ahead, man.
Juju, you're obviously really the soul and energy of this team, or at least try to be. Thinking back to the loss last year at Florida, y'all bounced back then. Just how much confidence and faith you have in this group around you that you'll be able to do it again this time?
I had the same amount of confidence, if not even more. I've seen the trials and testimonies we've been through over the past few years, and there's nothing to us. I'm not going to say that we've become accustomed to it, but we know how to we're battle tested, as Coach Beamer would say. So I have no issue with us moving forward. I feel great about the rest of the season, honestly.
Juju, with Mario, clicking these last few weeks and you having a good game today, what can that kind of do, not just for the run game, but for the offense as a whole moving forward?
Everything we need as an offense. Like he said, it also complements the defense. The more plays, the more explosive plays we create on offense, the better the defense has. More time they have the game plan, the better adjustments they can make. And with Mario, he's just playing his game. So, I mean, as long as he does what he does, then we're going to be all right. As long as we can protect him, everything's going to be fine.
Spencer, it's not been like you to put the ball in danger very much this season, but on that last throw, you got timeouts. You're at your own 36. You got 20-some-odd seconds. Did you see something down the field where you thought your receiver was open enough to put it up there, or what just kind of flashed through your mind there?
Just trying to make a play. Obviously, I think there were 19 seconds left. 3 timeouts. I could have protected the ball there, but like you said, it's rare of me. Obviously, I got to be better in that moment. Won't happen again.
This is for either one of you. You're at the midpoint in the season. You played 6 games. I know your record's not what you want it to be, but you probably are a play or two away from winning every game you played this year. What's your thoughts going in the second half of the season here?
In my perspective, obviously we have to be more aggressive, finish better, but our thought process does not change. If we have a shift and the way we attack the game or approach every day, then we're flawed within ourselves. We're going to approach the game just like we have every other day. We might have to be a little more tentative, but that's it. It's football. Football is football.
Let these guys go. Appreciate it.